Welcome to Career Pro Tips by Life in the Green Room. Life in the Green Room is all about helping busy professionals who want more for their career. In here, we are a community that provides tool-based, action-oriented plans that allows you to start navigating your career in the direction that you want to go. Career Pro Tips is a weekly video series where we dive into a specific question or topic, and we provide tactics, tools, and strategies that you can use right away. These are all issues that are relevant in everyday work life, so it's something that you can implement right away to start taking ownership. My name is Heather Green McLinn, and I'm the Vice President of Marketing at a Fortune 500 company. I've used these tools through the course of my career, and I've seen my peers and my colleagues and my team use them. I know that they will help you take ownership of your career. Today is episode 20, and episode 20 is all about confidence. We're going to dive deep into the benefits of confidence and how you can work on that as a skill. I'm sure everyone in their mind can think of a person to them that just exudes confidence. They have that posture and that aura. It's almost like they walk into the room and you can see and feel their confidence. I want you to think about that person, and then I want you to think about yourself. And do you have times over the course of your work life that you wish you were more confident? Most of us do. But I want you to know that actually confidence is a skill. It is not something that you're born with and you have or you don't. You can actually work hard to improve your confidence, and that's what we're going to talk about today. If you have certain areas that you'd like to build your confidence in, think about that person that you would like to emulate, and then let's talk about how we can build that confidence for you. I'll talk just for a few more minutes about why confidence is so important before I dive into some of the tips. So confidence obviously comes on a spectrum. You have people on one side who are very meek and quiet and they never ever speak up, and then you have people the whole way on the other side who are overly confident and arrogant to the point of being obnoxious. I don't think either side of these spectrums is the right place to be from a professional level. I think somewhere in the middle, and it's going to be different for every individual, is where you need to land. Somewhere in this range, you're going to find your sweet spot for confidence, and my goal for you is to find more ways and more areas that you can feel and exude that confidence. Confidence helps you speak up in meetings, it helps you convey your points, it helps you get things done, it helps you make decisions. There's so many great things about it, so it's definitely worth the time to spend on it. A point that I truly believe, and I think that people don't consider very often, is that confidence actually makes you more productive and more efficient at work. Everybody's looking for any little hack that they can get to get more things done, to be more productive and efficient, but I never hear them talk about confidence. I really think that when you're extremely confident, you make decisions faster, you pick up the phone faster, you have that tough conversation, you work through issues head on, you don't waste time. It can really allow these untapped ways for you to be more productive. So, if confidence is something that's resonating with you and you would like to make some improvements, I have 5 different tips for you to think about as ways to build your confidence. The first tip I have for you to think about is to practice. It's not very glamorous, but it is extremely effective. If you want to get more confident, find areas where you can practice. Set yourself a mini goal to speak up in a meeting, or next time you're in the team setting to bring up an idea forward, practice it on your friends, practice it in a group that you're in. Find some areas where you really would like to, small, safer environments, you really want to push yourself to practice your confidence, and those will start to pile up, and then you can build your confidence in a more intimidating setting, or a place where you really can make more impact, but you've been quiet typically. So really go after practicing your confidence. The second thing I want you to think about is an accountability partner. I talked all about accountability partners in episode 19 of Career Pro Tips. You can go check that out. But this is definitely an area that you can include in that agenda with an accountability partner. You can tell them it's something you want to work on. You can touch base every week or every 2 weeks on your plan, what you've done, what you're going to do. But having somebody else know that confidence is important to you can really help you drive results there. Excuse me. The third tip that I want you to think about is learning. Sometimes when you don't have confidence, it's because you don't feel like you know enough. So be careful. I don't want you to go into a rabbit hole of I can't have confidence until I know everything about the subject. That's not what I'm saying. You can convey a lot of confidence when you know enough, but you are not the expert. But sometimes if you feel like you just need to know a little bit more, you can go after that as a way to build your confidence. So you can find a podcast, you can find a book, interview somebody at work, ask around, research it. If learning will help you build your confidence, go for it. Just be very mindful of your tendencies and don't allow yourself to just study forever and never actually practice your confidence. The fourth thing I want you to think about, and it's kind of my favorite tip, is to leverage the confidence that you have today. So there is an area of your life, I promise you there is, where you are very confident. So find that area, think about the feeling you have when you're in that space, and figure out how you can leverage that to other areas where you would like to build your confidence. So if you're really confident on a project or a report or in your team setting, think about how you feel there and how you can port that into a bigger project with a bigger group or other skills. And maybe at work you don't have that area, but look into your personal life. Are you really confident in your sports teams or with your hobbies or with your children or with your organization that you volunteer with? There is some area where you have a lot of confidence. Be mindful of how you act in those settings. How are you feeling? What are you portraying? And then think about how you can port that over into your work areas. It's a great way that's going to help you with your confidence. The fifth thing that I want you to think about is a little unconventional, but I also think is a big booster of confidence. I want you in general to think about your attitude and other ways that you can think about it. Things like gratitude and positive self-talk and overall general optimism will really help your confidence. So these are things that you can work on over time and slowly, but if you incorporate that kind of mindfulness into your daily routines and your attitude, it will actually also boost your confidence. Any time you spend on confidence is going to be time well spent. So I would love to hear what you have done to boost your confidence and how it's worked. And I'd also love to know where you have questions. If there's anything I can help you with, send me a note at heather@lifeinthegreenroom.com and let me know how you're doing with confidence. Until next week, here's to owning your career journey.